He is rough as guts. I think my C60's stuffed. Okay, so I'm back at the top of Slippery Hill at the turning circle here. So what I've got here, I've got the Farmertec MS660, fresh from its repair the other day. Fitted that back into the Alaskan chainsaw mill. And what we're going to do today, we're going to go milling through this log and see how many slabs I can get out of it. Hopefully a couple, but we shall wait and see. As you can see, there's a fair few big cracks that have come through this, given the passage of time, a few weeks, and some serious rain and some serious sunshine. Right, so let's get this thing fired up. Let's give the 660 a good test. Big fingers crossed it's fixed now and doesn't stuff up again. But I've been there before, and it usually lasts a long time, and then I end up with some issues. So let's see how we go today. Hopefully this thing's a lot faster than the 462 as well at milling. It was about 35 minutes from memory. I think it was 35 minutes to cut all the way through this, to mill the length, and we'll see how long it takes milling it with the 660. Right, let's get this thing fired up and get into milling this log. So I've just stopped for a minute. I'm only 2 foot into this cut and I've already used a tank full of fuel, and it does feel like it's going really slow. So I've just refueled, and I'm going to give this chain a quick sharpen and get back into it, and hopefully that's going to see me cutting a lot better and a lot faster, because this has taken a long time, and geez, it gets your arms when you're just hanging on there for dear life. Right, let's get this thing sharpened and get fired up again in a minute. Right, so it's taken 2 full tanks and I've just topped up for the last couple of minutes. Something not quite right. Certainly wasn't using as much as fuel as that last time. I'm through it. Let's have a quick look. Pretty rough in the middle here on the chain. I'm thinking that's rough in the middle. I didn't have my wedges with me. I used a tiny piece of wood just to hold it apart. So I think I'll go grab the wedges for the next one, and yeah, try and make sure that the slab don't start resting on the back of the chain. I'm wondering whether that's been making the problem, if the whole thing's been rubbing. It's pretty rough on that side. It's not the end of the world. That's the rustic look on an Alaskan chainsaw bit of slabbing, but yeah, we'll try and get a little bit nicer on the next one. So I'll put some more oil in this, and then we'll get going on slab number 2 for the day. Well, I stopped to sharpen the chain again, got it sharpened, and took the rakers down a little bit because I was just kind of conscious of cutting and cutting and cutting and not getting anywhere. so I thought maybe the rakers need to come down a little bit as well. Come to restart this, can't get it started. It's so tight to pull now, as though the cylinder is actually jammed up. Sorry, as though the piston is actually jammed up in the cylinder. It does turn. I can pull it, but certainly not fast enough to get a spark, get any ignition. More problems with the Farmertec. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to swap the head back, put the 462 back on and try and finish this one, because I need to get this one done, and then we'll have 3, and hopefully that's enough. Pretty sure I'm going to need 4. But yeah, let's get that swapped over and try and get the 462 back on, get this slabbing finished, because I've been here for ages right now. Yeah, if you ever listen to this, that is rough as guts. I think my C60's stuffed. Right, let's have a look at this one. Board's going to be okay. There's a little bit of funky wood at this end, but the rest of it don't look too bad. I'll get this one moved out of the way and then reassess to see whether I can get one out of here or out of the piece behind me. Okay, it's starting to get a bit later in the day. It's just gone 7 at night now, so I'm going to try and get the last slab out of this one, and then I'll have 2 over there, 1 down the hill, and this one here, that'll be 4. That should definitely do me. And I can kind of see how they weather a bit and then choose the best one. Right, let's get the 462 fired up. I hope I can get this done on just over a tank of fuel, because that's all I've got left. Anyway, let's get into this one, try and get it done as quick as possible. You can see there's a bit of crack in there. The 100mm depth should be okay. Same on this side, pretty punky in the middle, but hopefully I'll get a 100mm slab out of this. Right, I've just finished the 3rd cut for today. It has taken hours. So as we know, back on the 462, so that took 2 tanks of fuel. I run out of fuel, had to grab the 660 and empty its tank. So that I can actually get this finished. This is seriously hard wood. Strange how we get that dark colour, that coloration there. It's like almost like a greeny colour. Right, I'm calling it for today. This don't look too bad, but I think the rest of me is absolutely covered. In dust. Right, I'm going to call it for today. I'll get all this stuff. Thought I could hear something. I'll get all this stuff packed away, and I will head back up to the container, to the shed, and get all this stuff stored away. I think what I will do is I'll I'll give the chain a sharpen tonight before I finish, because I was doing a little bit of quick maths and 4 isn't enough, and I need a 5th one. Right, till next time, see you later on the Rural Project.